Happy Wednesday. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at Noon. Unofficial Networks is running a headline today that reads, "Statistically, this is the most dangerous thing you can do skiing." The website then says, hitting a tree off a blue groomer while being a 37-year-old man in a helmet is statistically responsible for most Colorado skier deaths. What the website does not say is they are citing a 2013 Denver Post report reviewing data that is 10 to 15 years old. But data from last season does show inbounds trends have not changed much. 11 of 12 accidental fatalities in Colorado were men, from 21 to 74 years old, and tree collisions were most often the culprit. The Summit Sheriff's Office is home to a K-9 narcotics team again for the first time in 3 years. The former K-9 team was put out of a job by cannabis. Summit Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons explains.
When the law changed to legalize marijuana, it made many dogs across Colorado obsolete. So it became a challenge in court. Were they hitting on the legal marijuana that led them to the illicit narcotics?
The new drug-sniffing dog is trained for everything but marijuana, especially fentanyl, hidden in cars.
They can go anywhere, but obviously the main focus of this detection and interdiction is on our highways and interstate because that's where it's going through.
Until now, local law enforcement has relied on the State Patrol K-9 team. The average home in Summit is the cheapest it's been in 3 months, at still nearly $1.3 million. Average price has not fallen below $1 million since July 2020. And then there's Breckenridge. A home in Breck was averaging $2.5 million recently. That's the steepest since February. Prices in January there hit a record high of $3.4 million. Winter Park this week finished pouring foundation for a new employee housing complex of 330 rooms off Highway 40. Resort owner Alterra Mountain Company fast-tracked that project for seasonal and year-round workers. It is made with modular buildings. Meanwhile, in Vail, the town remains committed to condemning land in East Vail, where Vail Resorts wanted workforce housing. Writes the town in a court filing from this week, further negotiations at this time would be futile. Here in Summit, the county is committing at least $20 million to affordable housing next year, including modular homes at the Justice Center in Breck and next steps on 2 massive projects, Lake Hill on Dam Road and the U.S. Forest Service land above Dillon Valley. We've got word from multiple sources that Coyne Valley Road is open again north of Breck. That is 1 day later than expected. Crews there spent most of summer rerouting the river and building a new bridge. Local fire danger remains moderate today, still with no fire restrictions here in Summit. In sports, the Avalanche play the Jets tonight at 6. The Nuggets open the regular season at 7 with the Jazz. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz and Associates with American Family in Dillon. That's the crowd last night at the Summit High soccer game after the boys beat Eagle Valley 2-1. That helps them stay number 1 in the 4A Western Slope. Today, Summit Girls Rugby is playing Regis away. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.